This is homework 2, and I'll do this one live in front of you. First thing to do is you want to create your center line. All right, if you wanted to bring your center line up higher, you could, but don't really need it. And then you've got to complete, there's a missing hidden line here from the quadrant. There's a missing line here from the corner, and that's it. It's like a C with a hole in it. Okay. First thing I would do is we could locate the hole. So we put our extension line in. Let's use a straight edge. You don't have to be too. Make sure your gap there, and then use your center line. Extend off that. Give you your height of or location there. Arrowheads. Let me say something about arrowheads. If you're doing by hand, the arrowhead should have a ratio of 3 units long to 1 unit wide. So if you made a box, this is just a representation. If you had a box, and then your arrowhead should be 3 units long by 1 unit wide, 3-to-1 ratio. So if you get rid of the box, then you have your arrowhead. Okay, so that's how you get your arrowheads. But I'm making them smaller, like that. If you wanted to color them in, make them darker, fine. Again, use X's as your value. So there's our Y, our X. Now, if you just left a center line here, here's something for you. If you made just a center line, then we could say it would be assumed that that circle is centered on the width of the part. And then we could put a dimension on the width. Put your value in here. Now see, you should extend your CAD program, makes that extension past the arrowhead a little bit. That one looks fine. This one here has to be erased somewhat. Put your value in, and then put your arrowheads in. And then we have to put a size of the circle. So 45, that degree up. Make sure you point to the center. Put your tail on there. Diameter XX. Arrowhead. Okay, so we know its size, we know what location up, and we know, well, the center line is the location that way. Now this is the contour, so we want to dimension this here and keep the dimensions in between the view. So we bring this up. I'm going to put an overall as well. And I'll put one here, put one here, put an extension line. Value, value, and then we have our overall. Now notice when I put the value in here, I'm not going to put the XX right next to them. I'm going to put it up here so they're staggered. Now we need to get a couple more dimensions. We got to go from here to there. Okay, you can come through the part, all right, because this is an object line. That's an extension line. And then we got our overall depth there. If your arrowheads don't fit in, they can always fit into the outside, like this. So, can we build the part? That's what you got to ask yourself. We know this, we know that, we know the depth, we know that. See, this dimension here shouldn't be put in because if we got this and we got this and we put an overall in, that takes care of that. So this dimension can float a little bit. So because machining parts have tolerance to them, and if you put all those dimension in, where's the the tolerance going to be? So yeah, we got everything dimensioned. So that one looks like it's done. That's your homework number 2.